Fulton County Schools is committed to providing an environment that promotes healthy living for students. In fact, First Lady Michelle Obama has honored 3 Fulton County schools with the Let's Move Award: High Point Elementary School, Lake Windward Elementary School, and Stonewall Tail Elementary School. The honor is one of the nation's top physical education and physical activity distinctions for K-12 schools. To get the award, a school must have met significant benchmarks in 5 areas: physical education, physical activity before and after school, physical activity during school, staff involvement, and family and community engagement. In addition, students must have at least 60 minutes of physical activity. A total of 544 schools from 41 states and Washington, D.C. were recognized with a Let's Move Award. Fulton County Schools, where students come first.
I became a teacher because I do love working with young people. I love teaching. I love watching them grow. I really like the relationships that I build with my students, and I love coaching as well.
I think teachers impact students in so many ways. I think probably one way is that they motivate students. They serve as a role model, and so they show students what can be and alternatives to what's on TV and what they see in games and things like that.
My passion is health and fitness, and I do teach health and PE. And I think that when I work with my students and I get them to improve in any aspect, whether it's sports or fitness, it really it makes me feel really good.
I think teachers are important because they're role models. They are there to show students what the possibilities are in terms of anything from learning about history, in terms of valuing history and valuing science, as well as literacy and math. And teachers really show students that that learning is important and that we're all learning constantly and that we can learn from past experiences and upcoming things.
I've taught at the middle school and the high school level, but having students come back to me and say, you know, I never thought I could do this before, whether it was picking up a lacrosse stick and having a catch or holding a plank for a minute. I never thought I could do this before, but with your push and your encouragement, it really made me want to try.
They share this love of learning. And passionate teachers are really the most important because they're the ones who share this love of learning and are role models without even trying.
The best part of my job is that I get to touch so many lives and to help what I think, even though it is health and PE, but help improve the overall community that I'm in. This past year we put in a 5K race at Northwestern Middle School, and the whole community got involved. It was wonderful, and just to see that the community comes together is a great feeling.
With the Fulton County Schools mobile app, your school district comes alive at the touch of a button. It allows you to easily connect to the Learning and Parent portal or navigate through current news and events. You can easily check out the latest updates with social media and quickly retrieve contact information for schools. You can also view a comprehensive calendar of events, get lunch schedules for your school, connect with the superintendent, and more. It's your school district available at your fingertips.
So I want to give you all an opportunity to figure something out. There are 3 tools, 1 tool on each sheet of paper. The first thing I'd like you to do is identify with each tool what segment of the coaching cycle might you use this tool for.
GoTip is an initiative to bring in new teachers to Fulton County and to make sure they have a seamless onboarding experience.
GoTip is a unique program that we offer to new hires to Fulton County Schools, where we're able to develop and offer personalized targeted support, which will improve their instruction as well as our goal to retain and improve student achievement.
If the program is effectively executed, that we would have less turnover in the county, happier teachers, and better results as far as students graduating and achieving on tests like the milestone and end of course test.
The individual new teachers are going to go through a diagnostic observation early in the year, and that helps give us a sense of where they're starting. And then throughout the year, there's a couple of what are referred to as virtual seminars, which are, at first glance, they seem like they would be an online course, kind of like an online master's course or something like that. But when you actually start digging into the content, it's more designed around practical advice. Tell us what you're doing in your classroom and how can we help, and things like video recordings and having someone outside the building who can be a little more objective, maybe sort of a safe place to talk about things that are troubling you, to be able to give you feedback on those things.
Our goal is student achievement, and so with the induction program, we can't have that first year warm-up for our students. We want to make sure that they're growing, and so with that, we've got to make sure we have the right teacher in the classroom. And through the induction program, we're offering that support to develop those teachers, and again, improving student achievement and keeping students our focus. So with virtual coaches, we want to build that professional network for new teachers to Fulton County. They're able to look at teachers' videos that they upload and provide specific feedback to improve their instruction, as well as just help them realize that it's more than just the support in their building, that Fulton County is invested in supporting them.
So in a sense, it's the support outside of the building. Pretty much the rest of it is somewhere within the building structure, and it winds up being someone they might see on a daily basis, whereas the virtual coach is really that impartial outside observer also helping guide them.
The induction advisors in the building are there to support and have school-based events, not just meetings, but events for those teachers' development. So with the school-based events, we're looking at specific things such as differentiated instruction, assessments, and how, as a school, we can support those needs specific to that teacher.
It's a little more individually tailored than what the virtual seminars would be, in that they actually see them on a daily basis. They can do observations in the building, as opposed to something where it's sort of a broader, hey, let's talk about ideas, that a lot of times the virtual coaches wind up dealing with, simply because they're not there to see them face to face.
So by having the virtual coaches and the induction advisors, we're really providing that wraparound approach to teacher development.
So I might use this as a part of a pre-observation, I might use this during an observation, or I might use this after the observation. As a group, you're going to talk about when you might use it. And then you're going to talk about how you might use it. And then you're going to talk about, if I didn't want to use this, now that I figured out when to use it and how to use it, let's say I don't want to use it. What could I use instead?
We're providing specific feedback. Again, we've given them the opportunity to practice, but with practice, we need to give you feedback in order to grow. And again, how can I do things differently to really improve? And so with TIP, it's very different, that it is a practice and feedback cycle, and then that's our goal, is to give you specific feedback that's targeted and very specific to you to help you improve.
Founded in 1871, the Fulton County School System is one of the oldest and largest school districts in Georgia. With a focus on student achievement and a commitment to continual improvement, Fulton has earned a reputation as a premier school system.
We teach over 30 pathways, which consist of about 180 courses in career technical education. And that's everything from agriculture science to law and justice to engineering.
This is a generation of tech-savvy students, and we are providing them with the tools that they need to personalize their learning, and we're providing those tools for our teachers as they strengthen their teaching practices in order to really personalize learning and meet each and every kid where they are.
The district is led by Superintendent Dr. Jeff Rose, who is responsible for the leadership, administration, and management of approximately 96,000 students.
So your job is to be a visionary for each and every student that you come into contact with. It's very difficult because sometimes you don't want to be a visionary. You want to dwell in reality. Well, our kids need more than that. So as we sometimes get dragged into reality, I ask you to be a visionary and focus on your relationships with kids.
Fulton is also one of the largest charter systems in Georgia. With an effective Board of Education and strong leadership across the district, Fulton continues to achieve. 224 teachers in Fulton have achieved National Board certification since 2001. This represents almost 9% of all National Board certified teachers in Georgia. Fulton's SAT scores continue to exceed the state and national average, with schools ranking among the highest scoring schools in Georgia. According to the College Board, Fulton has more schools with high SAT performance than any other district in Georgia. The Fulton County School System is one of the most unique school systems in the nation, providing rigorous academic programs that foster student achievement for all students.
I think as any new teacher, there's always room for growth. And if you don't see yourself teaching, if you don't ask questions, if you're not constantly looking to improve yourself as a teacher, you can't really grow.
Last year I was a virtual coach for the county, and what I did was I worked with about 25 new teachers. The teachers had certain coursework that they needed to complete, and I gave them feedback based on their responses to that coursework.
Initially, I thought that it would be a little more difficult to connect with teachers, but what I found was that over the course of the 3 seminars, I was able to develop relationships with the teachers, especially those who I had in maybe 2 seminars as opposed to just the ones in the first seminar.
I connected with the teachers by sending treats through interoffice mail, by sending out emails to them just when we were having crunch time.
I really felt very connected to them when we did the videos, and when I was able to actually see them in action and then able to provide feedback based on what I saw. Those were the experiences that led to ongoing communication between myself and the new teachers.
With the virtual program and the virtual coaches, it was great to have feedback from an outside source. So if I had a problem or if they were watching my videotape, they didn't maybe necessarily know me as a person, they were just focused on my ability to teach. So that was great.
I also think that as a virtual coach, it's been so neat for me to be able to have interactions with people from around the county.
With the virtual program also, it was nice to see that with the feedback with the virtual coaches, you could also ask them, could you maybe go into more depth with this? Like, what did you mean, by this topic?
What I have found is that the teachers who really have put something into it, the teachers that have really started at the beginning of the course and worked through the course, have really gained a lot from it.
Fulton County Schools has received a new technology designation that recognizes its national leadership in student privacy protection and data security. Awarded by the Consortium for School Networking, the Trusted Learning Environment seal identifies school systems that demonstrate commitment to ensuring the privacy and security of student data. Only 7 school systems nationwide received the TLE seal during its inaugural year. Fulton County Schools, where students come first. Fulton County Schools is committed to providing an environment that promotes healthy living for students. In fact, First Lady Michelle Obama has honored 3 Fulton County schools with the Let's Move Award: High Point Elementary School, Lake Windward Elementary School, and Stonewall Tail Elementary School. The honor is one of the nation's top physical education and physical activity distinctions for K-12 schools. To get the award, a school must have met significant benchmarks in 5 areas: physical education, physical activity before and after school, physical activity during school, staff involvement, and family and community engagement. In addition, students must have at least 60 minutes of physical activity. A total of 544 schools from 41 states and Washington, D.C. were recognized with a Let's Move award. Fulton County Schools, where students come first.
I really liked that for the school-based support, our induction advisor introduced us to the Fulton County way. They would make sure that we were introduced to how to put in grades and where to look for certain help if we needed it.
Well, the help starts from the minute that teachers are hired. So, for example, this past summer I've been meeting with new teachers based on their request and talking about what Fulton County is like, what the curriculum is like, what our school is like, and what the culture of our school is like. I've also been helping them develop relationships within their grade levels, so fostering meetings where other ongoing teachers or current experienced teachers come in and collaborate.
They also helped us get acclimated to our school and try to find out where we could go for resources if we needed them. And they also kept us on track in terms of the virtual seminars and having to complete those. Knowing that the teachers' strengths and areas for growth is really important. I meet with the teachers and then we talk about, so where is it that they'd like to grow? Sometimes what I see as their area of growth is not necessarily what they see as their area of growth, and so it's really important for me to work with them to show them what the possibilities are and what could be. Having to videotape myself and actually watch it really taught and helped me see where I needed to tweak, whether it was explaining information to students or going about an idea a different way. That really helped me become a better teacher for my students. I think that new teachers coming into the program need to know that they're stepping into a space where there is complete support from the ground level, from the grade level mentor to the induction advisor, the admin people at the school. Everybody is really there for them.
Fulton County Schools has received a new technology designation that recognizes its national leadership in student privacy protection and data security. Awarded by the Consortium for School Networking, the Trusted Learning Environment Seal identifies school systems that demonstrate commitment to ensuring the privacy and security of student data. Only 7 school systems nationwide received the TLE seal during its inaugural year. Fulton County Schools, where students come first.
With the Fulton County Schools mobile app, your school district comes alive at the touch of a button. It allows you to easily connect to the Learning and Parent portal or navigate through current news and events. You can easily check out the latest updates with social media and quickly retrieve contact information for schools. You can also view a comprehensive calendar of events, get lunch schedules for your school, connect with the superintendent, and more. It's your school district available at your fingertips.